You're standing up again. Don't stand up. There's still a slight issue with your first loop. Your body still came up on the first loop. For the first loop, you must finish the stroke before you can transition to the second loop. Oak. Don't try to. Don't raise your body too much. Good shot. Oak. Hand. Pay attention to your forearm. Pay attention to your forearm. Very good. Look here. Your hand came up early. You still need to snap your forearm. Let me hear if there's any weird noise. Oak. No weird noises either. Oak. The forearm must be folded in. Correct. Good. Guys, please tap the follow button. Join the fan club and light up the badge. Oak. No waste. On the previous ball, pay attention to your center of gravity. Your center of gravity was too low. Your first loop also popped up too much. For the first loop, you still need to give yourself this much amplitude. I really feel the improvement is huge. What do you guys think? Isn't the improvement huge, Oak? Isn't the improvement very huge? Oak, compress a bit more on the second loop. Backswing. Just bought my course. Right, thank you, Oak. Yes, relax. Oak. Good. Look, you're doing it again. Stood up too early again, Oak. The rubbers I glued for you are all DHS. Look here. Look, right now, you're looping. This mic is about right now. There's still a slight issue with your looping. What is that? Your stroke is still inconsistent. Oak, look here. What should you be thinking about now? You must try your best. For example, if you have to loop, you must try your best to restrain yourself. Control yourself. Keep your stroke mechanics consistent. Only then can you slowly solidify your mechanics. Right now, when sometimes your stroke still has your elbow sticking. Sometimes it still goes back to this. Okay, Oak, let's do a few more. Come. Oak. Do you need to use your hip when looping? Oak, I want to ask. Do you need to deliberately pop your hips? Oak. Look at the loop, Oak. Don't just use your arm. Don't just use your arm. Good. Again. Very good. No, the backswing is too small. The backswing is too small. The backswing is too small. Yes, need a bit more backswing. Oak. Look at what this is, Oak. Raise your hand on the second one. Yes. Very good. Everyone take a look. Oh, let me explain a bit to you all. Right now, this looping practice, currently speaking, is still focused on strengthening Brother Bao's loop, including you fellow players. I also hope you start by practicing consistency in the early stages. Start by practicing to achieve a certain landing rate. I advise you all, that is to say, because currently, like you guys, including many friends learning table tennis in the early stages, don't think about generating max power or wanting to generate speed with your loop. Actually, everyone needs to think about it. What is your approximate probability? If you were to hit 10 balls, you might only land 1 or 2 balls on the table. But that's not called probability, nor is it called a hit rate. In the beginning, you still need to increase the feel in your hands. Because only when you land more balls on the table will your touch for the ball get better and better. So these are some small tips if you guys agree with this. You can go to the live chat and type agree on the public screen. Okay. Oh, do you understand what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? You really reach a certain level of fundamental skills, or achieve a certain level of ball feel, then you guys can freely master the variation of pace and power yourselves. But in the early stages, because you don't have the ball feel, I advise you in the beginning not to demand too much power and speed. This is just a bit of my advice. I don't know if it's right. Oak, come, raise your hand. Yes, turn back, turn back. Don't drop your center of gravity on the second loop. Look, after finishing the trajectory, my body is more lateral for the second loop. Oak, and for the second loop, you don't need to squat too low. Come. Oak, fold it horizontally. Just fold. What is this? Very good. Very good, yes. Don't worry if it drops. Very good. Very good. Look, the stroke amplitude on the first loop was you still need to pay attention to the first loop. Reduce the stroke amplitude a bit more on the first loop. Yes, smaller on the first loop. Yes, this is good. Very good. Good. Come here. Very good. Relax on this second loop. Relax a bit. Yes, relax a bit, slightly. Yes, relax a bit slightly. Good. This is good. Look. Guys, don't you feel the improvement is quite a lot? Continuous. Oak, 50 solid strokes. Oak, as I said, yes, continuous output. Stroke mechanics, stroke mechanics, stroke mechanics. Oak, you see at the end, friends, is he tired? Can't hold on anymore. Oak, can't hold on, including the stroke deformity. Just everyone, Oak, let me tell you from the bottom of my heart, in 11 days' time, you wouldn't have imagined on your first day, you absolutely couldn't have imagined that you would have this result. Absolutely not. Guys, am I right? Guys, do you admit it? That is, when you practiced on the first day, you couldn't have imagined that you could achieve this result after 10 days. You definitely wouldn't have thought of it. Oak, you definitely wouldn't have expected it. Right. But now you see it. You are saying in the live chat, including many who previously said brother Bao was clumsy, including saying he's stiff, etc. Right. But now look at the live chat, many are supporting and encouraging. Right. Seeing huge improvement. So friends, it's not hard. It's really not hard. As long as you are determined to practice. You are willing to study it. It's absolutely not hard. Oak, absolutely not hard. I'm not saying you have to go participate. Go play matches on the national team. Or that I must make you achieve some specific results. It's just the same. Compare yourself today to yourself yesterday. As long as you've improved compared to yesterday. Isn't that success? After looping this ball, step back a little bit. Step back a little bit. Up. Yes. Make the stroke a bit smaller. You must loop based on feel. Loop based on your feel. Don't fixate on every single ball. Friends, I don't know if you guys do. You are absolutely like this right now. Let me say one thing. Everyone, tell me if I'm right. Right now, on every stroke you play, is that you are watching the ball. Is this your problem? What he wants me to say is, are you guys? Oak, let me ask, when you are playing table tennis, are you the type for every incoming ball, you stare at the ball? Is that right? Is this the problem? Whoever has this problem, absolutely do not stare at the ball. Because if you watch the ball, it will actually mess up your timing. You know, if you keep staring at it, your attention will just be completely on it. When we loop, it's entirely. Look at us looping. We basically do it like this. We are all like this. We place our gaze on the opponent's hand and body, instead of focusing on the ball. Understand? Because if you were to loop like this, looking down at the ball back and forth like this, and then looking up, putty, after 2 times, my head would be spinning. This is a habit. Pay attention. You must pay attention. Just like when driving. You can't look at the brake when you step on it while driving. Then you wouldn't be able to monitor the road conditions. So when driving, you go by feel. You step on the pedals using the feel. It's the same principle. Do you understand this meaning? No, friends, you could say you could say you haven't reached that, but I'm telling you, this is just something I'm sharing with you. You say this thing, in other words, if I were the kind of coach who doesn't know the proper way, I could tell you, then you can go watch the ball. This way you will loop more consistent once you get used to it. When you try to change it later, you really won't be able to change it. You won't be able to fix it. Understand? You won't be able to fix it. Do you guys believe me? When playing table tennis, you must remember your peripheral vision to track the ball. Simply put, you play by feel. You focus your attention on my racket. Keep it on my racket, not on yourself. Understand? Got it. The more you try to stare at it, I tell you, the less accurate you'll be. The less accurate. I believe it's the same for people playing billiards. They don't just rely on staring to aim. They definitely just take a general aim and then shoot. That is also a matter of feel. Once you get used to it, table tennis is the same. It's based rather than relying on staring. On this point, look, I've told you right. You must walk the right path. Rather than taking shortcuts first, don't just think about the present, and then later you won't be able to fix it. You won't be able to change it. He also tells kids to watch the ball. Fixate on the ball. You cannot fixate on the ball in the early stages. Absolutely do not fixate on the ball. Teach a kid to stare at the ball. Because if you do that, once they get used to this habit, it's really hard to change. Very hard to change. Understood. Good. Watching the ball again. Look, legs, engage your legs. Engage your legs. Grab the floor. Look, to fast again. Look, as you hit, you're sticking to the table. You're getting stuck to the table. Press down, press. Press. Look, you need to press down. Compress your waist. Don't watch the ball. Compress with your legs. Compress your legs. Compress your legs. To fast again. Hey, look, can you guys see it? As you keep looping, your body is clearly doing this. You are slowly rising up. This is what pushing up does. Look, many people say your body is become unstable, reaching it. It's just like this. 1, 2, 3. Your legs are getting weaker and weaker. And your timing on the ball gets more and more rushed. Press down. Press. Press. Don't stand up. Stay low. Don't stand up. Don't watch the ball. Press. Press. Your body is moving to fast again. Press. 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 Stay low. Stay low. But to fast again. Look at you. 10 more. 2, 3, 4. You stood up again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2. Press. 3, 4. Press again. 5, 6. Stay low. 7, 8, 9. Last 5. Keep it low. 3, 4, 5. Can't loop anymore. Can't even speak. The right leg must. When we loop, let me tell you from the bottom of my heart, kids, I always ask them, is your right leg sore? If your right leg isn't sore when you loop, then you are doing it wrong. But in the early stages, it's normal for it to be sore. Right. This is also a very good sign for everyone. But what happens like with many, they feel, oh man, this is including many kids who feel, oh man, it's too sore. They just stop for this kind of thing. You rely on the coach telling you. Why are there, for all athletes, why is good talent or are just geniuses? Because they can endure this hardship, or they are willing to accept these things.